Hi viewers, salam sejahtera. I'm very happy to be here at the home of Master Anyie Ajang, who is the Sape master and also my teacher. I started learning from him about 15 years ago. And I'd like to give my pranams to you first, Master. And here I am at his home at Samarahan, Sarawak, to know about his musical journey, his experience, his awards, his achievements, and also his contribution that he have done for the Sape music world. And I have my friends here to help me, especially Mr. Anderson Kalang, who will be interviewing him and sharing a lot of things. And hope all of you will get benefited out of this documentary. And I'm very excited to know a lot of stories and also experience that is going to be useful for the next generation who is going to adapt this unique culture of Sarawak, Borneo. Thank you very much.
Thank you very much, Abhishek, for having me being in the presence of Master Sape player, tutor, trainer, coach, Master Anyie Ajang. I'm here at his place again, Master. Thank you so much for having us. You really have a beautiful place here. Okay. And also, Master, it is nice to have your student here, Mr. Abhishek, as he wished to make a biography about you. So this is like a tribute, tribute to his Sapek guru lah. You being his Sapek guru. So I'm happy to see him being active in nurturing the Sape, and also being a successful full-time musician, full-time Sape artist as well. So let's begin with your early life, Master. If you don't mind sharing with us, what was your earlier exposure in music?
To start with my beginning with Sape.
Yes.
When I was a young boy, I always look at the older people in the kampung playing Sape. I look at them, the tune they play. What we did, sometime after they play, they put the Sape on the tawai, we call it.
The what, sorry?
Tawai. The smallest shelf lah.
Oh, on the shelf.
Tawai.
Okay. Tawai.
And we, like me lah, I take out the Sape.
Yeah.
Try to play, but of course the tune is still in the process to me because I never played Sape before. When I touch the Sape, then ada bunyi. So every now and then, when they play, I listen. When they stop playing, I play. And after that, I minta to be the second player to them. We call it Nia, in fact. So that's how I learned. So I went to school. When I went to the SMK Murli, Form 1, I minta satu Sape.
You asked for a Sape from
a man in the house.
Okay.
So he gave me. He's very pleased to give me.
And he just gave you a Sape.
Just do it. Then I used the Sape to play. And at the school, I got friends who knows how to play Sape already. That made me improve a lot. So I keep on learning. And after that, I can play. Then in the house, I got many bujang-bujang, orang yang make
youngsters.
Then some of them can play. We play together.
Okay.
From there, I really take up the Sape. So in the school, in SMK Murli, I was one of the Sape club member.
You started a club?
No.
Or you joined a club?
Joined a club.
Oh.
It's our teacher started the Sapek club. American teacher. He's very interested in the Sapek also.
So wait, an American teacher started a Sape class.
Yeah, for the student.
Wow.
Then
Okay.
quite a number of us orang ulu there.
Right.
Kayaan, Kenyang, Rabit,
This was where?
SMK Merudi.
SMK Marudi. You were in your secondary
Secondary level only.
Form 1.
Yeah. Form 1.
Form 1.
Form 1 up to Form 5. So every Friday night, we have our Sapek club. Sapek club means we have Sapek playing, we have ngajat, singing also.
Dance, singing.
yeah. That's how we learn.
Right.
Yeah. But I'm quite keen on the
On the
Sapek and the song, orang ulu song.
Yes.
That's how. So I have learned quite a good lesson from friend actually. Then that's how I'm starting with Sapek.
All right. And ladies and gentlemen, Master was sharing about his earlier days in learning the Sape. Mind sharing with us, Master, who was your guru? Do you remember your teacher?
In the Ulu, there's no guru.
Oh,
That's why I told you now, we must curi-curi ya mind.
you have to sneak your.
Yeah.
Okay.
We try to listen to them playing, then we got the tune, then we play, started playing, and slowly after we master one tune, we try to learn another one. And on, you have to make your own beat in a tune also.
You can
Create your own.
You compose your
Yes.
own songs.
Yeah,
All right.
okay. That's how. So that's not the end of my learning, So when I went to Maktab Perguruan Ajang,
The teachers' college in Rajang. Okay.
there I have no Sape, but I'm very keen on Sape. So the college is very near to the forest. So I tried to bring my friend. So we went to the forest and look for the right wood.
Okay.
So we cut one wood and bring to the hostel. Weekend I make the Sape. So until I can complete one, put up the string, put out the fret, play. So I begin to play. Oh, my teachers are very happy to see me playing. So, and one time now, the army group, they came to Binatang. Bintango now.
Okay. So back then it was called Binatang.
Mm.
Now the place is
Bintango.
called Bintango.
So they heard of me playing Sape. Oh, they brought me to a place called Selalang.
Selalang.
Selalang,
Okay.
This was chief factory for the Japanese last time. There we play. They actually they're bringing the band. So the band play, and sometimes they ask me to play.
Also, they invited you to play with them.
Yes, yes.
The army. Okay.
So I play. So from then on, I become more famous in Sape.
And you gain your confidence.
Yes. So after I finished my study in college, one of my teacher, we call them tutor. Dia minta the Sape, so I gave him. I don't know where I kept the Sape.
Or you gave a Sape to one of the teachers.
Yeah, our lecturer.
Your lecturer, yes.
Yeah. That's how I moved Sape, and coming up with the Sape again. When I was in Kampong, I really enjoyed the Sape club group in the Kampong Longhouse. We play a lot, and when I went for my teaching post after training, I really learned the Kenya body. We call body song, and we play song. That's all. Then when I resigned from my teaching post, I went and worked with one other company Serikat Sarawak Plywood. After some time, I came to Kuching.
Right.
In Kuching, I really joined the Orang Ulu section, or not section, bagian Orang Ulu lah.
It's,
When there is gawai,
It's an Orang Ulu organization here in
yes.
Kuching.
Oh yes.
Okay.
So when there is gawai, there's bagian ibat, bagian Badayu, bagian Orang Ulu.
Right.
So we are Orang Ulu. So we have to play Sapek, we have to practice the music for the dancers and all that lah.
Yes.
So, and when there's function, they always invite the Orang Ulu, Bidayu, Iban, then we perform. So, and I was involved quite a lot in the Sapek playing. Besides Sapek playing, I'm also making a number of wood saving, yang bunga-bunga kayu tu.
Right. Those like for decoration.
Yeah.
Okay.
Oh,
You're multi-skill, huh?
yes, I did a lot every year. So after so many years playing Sapek, doing this wood set, involved in social activity where we macam diguna dari segi music Orang Ulu, I think I become more popular. That's why until I'm asked to make one Sapek for Queen Elizabeth in Malaysia.
Wow. Wow, that must be a huge honor.
Yes, I said we have to find the right person for the Queen. They said.
Yeah,
So
exactly.
they decided to pick a Sapek.
They called you.
They called me to make one.
Okay.
So I make one. So in Kuching in 2014,
2014.
there's Malaysian MTC. So I was asked by the organizing committee lah, my experience, my commitment, contribution. So ada cerita sikit lah. Well, I said to them, dari sekolah, like what I told you now,
Yes.
I become the chairman of our Sapek Club Sarawak.
Well, while you were in school.
Hmm.
All right. But before that, Master, right after school, and you mentioned that you went to Teachers College. Sape was not your full-time job.
No.
What were you doing as full time back then?
I mean in the college?
You were a teacher,
No, in the college I'm a student teacher.
student teacher. Okay. Then after you graduated,
I become teacher.
okay, so you were a teacher.
Oh,
Yes.
I was lucky to be a teacher in Ulu Barang.
Oh, okay. They posted
Ulubaram.
you back to Ulubaram.
Ulu Barang.
Oh, okay.
Oh, there.
That's when you pick up.
Yeah.
Continue to
Yes.
nurture the students on the Sape as
Yes.
well.
And you learn a lot of the music. And song.
Yeah.
They call body. Hey. That's it. So
Coming back to that story of this organization called you.
Yeah. So they interview me. What are your experience as a man playing Sape with Orang Ulu crowd? I told them, well, I've been playing Sape I think more than 10 years already. And now I'm with Dayak Cultural Foundation, coaching the Orang Ulu, the Sape music.
Yeah.
I was more than 10 years there,
Oh,
coaching them playing Sape.
yes.
Then, of course, Woodset.
Woodset as well.
Because
Handicrafts. Yeah.
there's one man before me to Sao Padan, Pasawayan.
Yeah. The late Usal Padan.
So, I'm the one who made the Woodset.
Okay.
That is one of my main side activity lah. And of course involved in the Orang Ulu cultural dance activities, coaching them.
Mhm.
So in 2014, I was invited to the function because they have informed me that you will be awarded anugerah sepanjang hayat.
So you were awarded a lifetime award achievement.
Yes. The
What?
Okay.
How did they recognize you or award you in that manner? What did they give you?
it's kind of trophy,
What's a trophy?
Mm.
Okay.
big one actually.
Right.
I kept it. Ada gambar sana.
Okay. Later we'll see some photos.
Yeah. You can take the photo.
Yeah.
Yeah. That's my dollar.
In awarding your lifetime achievement, your contribution to the music, to the art,
Yeah.
for the society or for the community, all these years.
Yeah.
Right.
They give me that award because one thing that really impressed them. You know, Commonwealth in KL before, I was the one who made the Sapek for the Queen.
Yes.
Oh, was it you? Yes. Because they said, what shall we give from Malaysia to the Queen? They choose Sapek.
Did you have the opportunity to meet up with the Queen?
No.
In handing her the sape? No.
No.
Okay.
She did.
Did she come down here and?
No,
meet
she
you?
was in KL.
She was in KL.
I'm in Kuching, yeah.
You were here in Kuching,
Mm.
right?
Did I not?
Did you signature your name on the sape?
I think I did,
You did, huh?
but at the back. No?
That must be a very, very expensive sape, guys.
And one thing that Sarawak really recognized me
Yeah.
is the longest sampai I met. I got the Malaysia Book of Record because of that
All right. So this is another
achievement.
achievement where you build
Hmm.
a sape.
Yeah,
So it was what, the biggest, the longest,
the longest, biggest sampai.
the biggest and the longest sape ever,
Playable sampai.
and also playable ever built.
Orang lain ada buat sampai besar.
So this was this was recorded in the Malaysia Book of Records.
Yes, I got the certificate.
I think I saw that Sapek master in Cultural Village.
Yes, that's the one.
Yes.
They put in some casing juga.
Yeah. When we were down here, Abhishek, we all were down here for the Rainforest World Music Festival. I personally saw that Sapek, and we were just teasing around, and like this Sapek was like so big. How are you? Is it possible to play?
Okay,
But now that I know the real story, it's great honor, to be in the presence of the maker himself.
yeah.
Yeah. Okay. Well, Master, I'd like to ask you a few more, probably directing more on the sape, right? There are many stories in the Orang Ulu community on the origin or the legends. Maybe we'd like to hear from your side of your experience, history of the sape. What was brought down to you from your masters before, the stories that they've told you? How did the sape came about? The origin of the sape.
The story about sampai, that's one Kenya story
Yeah,
from Indonesia.
from Indonesia.
Yeah, saying that the sampai was played by the Saman people, yang dayung-dayung.
Oh, by the shaman.
Mm.
Okay, it was supposed to be only played by the shamans.
So he said it is in a dream.
Mhm.
But as for the Kayan story,
Yes.
it just mentioned that they have no other instrument for entertaining. Because the dayong is to be with a dance. Mesti ada menari. Tapi there's no other equipment. musical instrument they can use. So
To accompany them to
yeah,
dance.
they try to create sound,
Yeah.
or they come up with Sapek. 2 string of Sapek
Yes.
made of very fine rotan last time,
Okay.
and the fret is only 2 also.
Mm.
2 string and 2 fret.
That means the sound of the sape back then, it would be very bassy, right?
Very basic. And
Bass,
it is
very
not
bass.
very sharp lah.
Not sharp.
Yeah.
Not sharp.
Tum,
that kind of sound, right?
It's not so they just play like that and they dance with the music because the shaman,
The dayung,
Oh,
or the
dayung.
dayung or the shaman.
so they must dance while they are doing the
Conducting the ritual.
yes, when they conduct the ritual they must dance.
Yes.
So that's it. That's how Sapek started. The improvement of Sapek is later on. So the play, I think they also think how we improve. So they change from the rattan to a kind of fiber from the wood, from a kind of plant.
Okay, so it's a type of fiber
Yeah, fiber.
extracted from a type of plant.
You know, we could slogan last time on the man pinyak.
Yeah, the thing that they use like it's like the bracelet, but they put it at the calf of the foot.
That fiber is
Very strong.
very strong. So they try to improve. So and later on, they try to further improve.
Okay.
They put 2, 3 string
3 strings. Yes.
and they create some more tune. That's how Sape is.
They compose more songs. And these are the shamans, huh?
Yes, it's from them. It started from them.
And being shamans only allowed to play, like how did it evolve to the normal people?
Yes. There is shaman. Only shaman can play.
Yes.
But after the shaman is over,
The era of shamans, the shaman era.
Yeah. the other people can also try to play.
Okay.
So that's how Sapek come to be like what is today, improved by and by, until it's like today. Yes, Sapek. Not like before. It is ditahed punya.
Yeah. So is it true that back then, when the shamans were only the group of the community that was only allowed to play the sape, so the sape was considered a spiritual instrument?
No, actually during that time when the Sapek was first made,
Yeah.
it is only the shaman people use it.
Okay.
But later
Does
on-
it have any special power?
No,
No.
not actually. But people are not free to play. They don't dare.
They don't dare.
Yeah, tidak berani saja. But the old people say, never mind lah. This is something that you can play. So that's how they touch the sape and they can play and they further improve the sape.
Yeah. They added strings and composed new songs.
Yeah, that's
Right.
it.
Okay. Master, I'd like to ask you about the playing techniques. How is the difference from the old method in playing and what you have discovered recently? The playing techniques. Why is the sape different with playing the guitar, probably, you know?
Sape actually, when people play last time, they never use what we call for plucking.
Or they never use the pick, the guitar pick.
Never.
There was no such thing.
Yeah. The sound will be very
Deep.
original, or deep and original sound.
Yeah.
But now if you play ada chick sound with it,
Mm-mm.
this Sape of today. But the difference of the music sound today with the old one, last time when they developed from the fiber,
Yes.
they go to the
To the forest.
they go to what do you call it, nylon string, and the one for the punching one.
The fishing line. So
Mm.
this is the evolvement of the technology that was used on the Sape. Yeah.
And later on, only then they make use of the wire.
The steel wire.
Why the wire?
How did the wire come about?
No, the wire is from the wire they use for drying line. It's not like the recent wire that is coated.
No.
Tidak. But slowly, people use bicycle. Then they, think bicycle wire is good. Brake there is very fine.
Mm.
That's how they come to make use of the bicycle brake.
So was this during the Japanese occupation when the Japanese brought the bicycle into
Yes.
Borneo?
After the Spanish
After
World War.
after the Japanese the World War, and people started to be creative. So
Yes.
they took the brake
Brake.
from the bicycle and transferred it onto the Sape. Wow. Okay.
Yeah. The first wire, no, actually, it's not very smooth.
Yeah.
Not
Okay.
loose.
Yeah, because it was curl inside, right?
So only recently people use the
The guitar strings.
guitar strings.
Okay. My next question, Master. What kind of occasions were the Sape played at? Usually played at.
Yeah. In the early days of the Sape,
Yes.
they only use Sape for the salmon, layong,
For rituals.
ritual.
Was this for healing ceremony, or what was it? What was this ritual for?
That is to heal people's
Healing.
yeah, because that time, because of belief maybe, it
Okay.
really helped.
Right.
It helped a lot. That's the beginning. Sapek, after that, people play, become more Sapek player and produce better sound and tune. They use it for ngajat lah.
Ngajat.
Ngajat.
To dance. Yeah.
Ngajat, when there's gathering. In the olden days, people will sit down at the veranda in the evening. They play Sapek. People
We'll
like-
just stand up and dance.
dance,
Yeah.
like that. Then later on, when there's gathering, occasion, they play Sapek.
Also. Right.
Yeah.
Oh.
Occasion gathering. But when there is that time in the house, morning time, not allowed.
Oh, so there is a taboo
Taboo.
to when or when not to play the Sape.
Yeah.
So in the morning you're not allowed to play the
No.
Sape. Why is that so?
Itu memang sekatan saja.
The pantang.
Yeah, just to respect the family.
Maybe because people are still sleeping, you don't want to wake them up.
No. Memang tak boleh main.
Okay.
Not only that, even sabunyi pun tidak boleh.
You cannot be loud
Yeah, when they,
in the morning.
yeah, not only morning, whole day.
Whole day. Oh.
During the tabu, tak boleh.
Also when there is like a funeral, you cannot.
Tak
be
boleh,
playing.
tak boleh.
So there should not be any joyful atmosphere.
Yes. No.
Okay, understood.
I think it lasts about 1 month.
Sorry?
It's 1 bulan tak boleh.
1 month you're not allowed to play the Sape
Yeah.
when you're undergoing
Yeah.
a mourning situation.
Yeah.
All right. My next question, Master. Looking at the structure of the lute shape or like a boat shape of the Sape, is there any particular reason to this design?
Actually, there's no particular that is shaped like what is today.
Yeah.
But it is the people creativity lah.
Creativity.
Yeah, even some have 2 necks, Sape.
Yeah, double neck.
Oh, double neck.
Yeah, I know one friend who makes that
Yeah.
twin neck sape.
But the good sape actually, it must be to be a hole to the deep,
The hole at the back.
yeah,
It has to be hollow,
and it must not be too flat. It must be at the
curve
curve skin.
on the top side, the body,
And the shaping,
the shaping.
the top part and the bottom should be lower at the middle here.
Oh.
The center is, middle here is lower, higher.
Okay, so when we're looking at it on a flat surface, on the top side is higher, and the body is slightly
Yes.
lower, and then it will rise up again.
Yeah.
Why is it? Why is it like that? Why was it designed that way?
That is to enable the flat to be played nicely. If it is just level, it will stop.
Ah, okay. So this is the traditional way of making the sape. Okay.
And another thing, sape should not be too thick. Ini ya, look at it on. Dia punya side
Yeah.
mesti be
Yeah, just like this. We can show it to the camera. So the side here has to be thin.
thin.
Right.
Yeah. And
The body also
can be a bit thicker.
can be a little bit thicker.
But if it is too thin, the sound is not good.
You can't get the sound.
No.
Right. And what about this side?
That is very important. That's why
Okay.
the Sapek of today is because of the pickup that can make sound. If it is solar pickup,
So last time, because we don't have pickup, this side is very deep
very
inside.
important. Deep, the deeper is the better, and the echo is better.
The sustain
Yeah.
of the sound is better.
Now it's only the pickup that make
Helps
it.
to boost the sound.
Yes.
Right. Okay. Now that we have know about the structure, that I've known about the structure of the sape, I'm also curious to know about your preference of wood type. As you know, there's many sape makers building sape from different types of wood. As for yourself, also being a sape maker, what is your preferred wood type, and why do you like to pick this wood?
In Sarawak, I think the best wood for the sape is we can call it tebuluh.
Tabulu.
Tebuluh.
The Kayan call it tabulu.
Arau is another one.
Arau is another type. Arau and adau are they the same?
Yes, that's adau.
Arau, adau, they're the
Adau.
same thing. Okay. These two wood. Any
No.
more?
You can use other wood, but it is quite heavy if you mention about the hardwood. Hardwood is good, but people don't quite like to make
Because
sape
it's
out of
very
the-
hard.
Belian.
Oh, people do make sape out of belian wood as well.
Yes, yeah.
Okay, but that's very hard work then, huh?
Yeah.
It's like
Belian is okay, but it is very good sound.
very good sound.
It can produce good sound, but people don't quite like because
It's very hard to make.
Heavy, and hard to make.
It's like metal. It's like iron, right?
Yeah.
Okay. Now I'd like to ask you, Pastor, on the involvement of the technique of playing the sape, as in the traditional way of playing the sape, and then from the olden days up till today. How is it different?
In the olden days, people just use
The thumb?
the thumb. I mean, the knowledge of the sape to make the sound better is because they have to.
How they feel?
No. Because they have to test the sound
Yes.
by plucking until they get the sound correctly. But nowadays, people use what do you call that?
Tuner.
Ada tester.
The
they can
tuner.
do- Tuner. Oh, they correct.
Okay.
Then,
Technology.
Yeah, very different. Last time they have to really listen properly to get the sound correctly.
The right tuning.
Yes.
The preferred tuning.
But now, no need. You just get.
So is it safe to say that back then there were no standard tuning to
No.
Sape? Your tuning is different than my tuning back then, right?
Yeah, yeah.
Okay.
The ornamentation by them is different.
Everybody's ornamentation is different as well.
Orang dulu lain. But now
Macam mana?
you how to differentiate people very much. Oh, it's only the tune they play. But to get the sound like the old people know, it is very far.
Hardly I find anyone can follow the traditional tune, traditional way of playing.
Cannot. Because now they use what could for plugging the guitar.
The pickup, the pick.
Don't they kacau tu.
Yeah, but we don't really use that.
Ada yang pakai.
Okay.
And also the ornamentation on the Sapek kurang, tidak pakai kurang.
Okay.
That will be different. So
Yeah.
just play and get the sound like jauh. If you listen to the round house, all people playing, lain bunyi dia.
Okay.
Even see the ngajar also. When we look at the people now dancing, we don't like to concentrate at the play.
It's hard to appreciate the dance.
Yeah. Because the way they play
Why?
is modern.
Modern way of dancing.
Ya, dia jalan dan ngajar pun macam melompat-lompat. Mana boleh macam tangan pun tinggi daripada shoulder.
Okay.
Kalau betul tidak boleh like this.
Yeah. It has to be lower than the shoulder.
Shoulder level boleh.
Not higher than the
No,
shoulder.
no. That's how we
Yes.
play. Pala pun pada main bak. Oh, very beautiful, very graceful way of dancing.
Right.
Men like that, ladies also like that.
And in terms of the notation, like now we have maybe books that the younger generations can refer to. Maybe you can advise. Is there any structural or systematic notation system for the Sape, or has it been all the while been just verbally descended?
I think it's just probably.
Just verbally.
Yeah, but if you want people to learn
Yeah.
to play Sapek, the only thing is you play this tune. This is this tune recorded. It's like this. That's you can do.
So you hear, just listen.
But like in the olden days, memang only you just learn like that. Now,
Self-taught.
yeah. Now you can do recording. Like my teacher last time, Chong Lin, Dr. Chong. He's the one who wrote for me. I played the tune, then she recorded.
Oh, then she wrote it in the music
This
notes.
is the sound recorded. Do re mi fa.
Okay.
You can put many tunes inside your book. Yeah. But
So-
the string you must know it. What is the sound for the string?
Yeah, which note to press on.
Yeah. And the string sound is not always the same.
Yeah. So this will pretty much standardize the learning system
Yes,
of the
yes.
Sape nowadays, right? So you're into this. You will encourage this effort in writing
Yes.
books, putting them in proper music notes in that manner, right?
Yes, should be. And they can create more tune and ornamentation of the Sapek sound.
Yeah.
Can.
Yeah, just like what we're doing here, we're documenting your story, we're documenting your experiences. So the same goes with the music itself. Being a musician, it's also good to record it, write it in proper music notes that for the future generation to refer to. Yeah. Okay. My next question, Master, if the Sape is a solo instrument, because I observe as a Sape player myself, unlike playing the guitar, if you're in a band, you have the solo guitar, you have the rhythm guitar, you have the bass guitar. But when you're playing a traditional sape, you are basically playing all three. You are playing lead, you're playing solo, you're playing rhythm, and you're also playing bass, which is the drone. So that makes you a solo musician. You like a one-man band. So if the sape is a solo instrument, is it limited to scales, such as for major or just pentatonic? Can you verify it again, or make it more, expand it? Sorry, expand it.
Sape is not like guitar.
Yeah.
I think what shall I say? Sape it is from the fret that somebody can play like a lead,
yeah,
and to be the some rhythm or
some rhythm
bass, something.
And bass, yeah.
It's from the fret.
Yes.
If you play lead, you have to play completely on the sape,
Yeah.
up and down.
Yes.
But if you are the rhythm, you have to play certain
parts, like rhythm,
fret.
like strum.
Yes. And the bass also is something like that. You can make the sound of the string also different, but it must tally lah. Tally in a way high, but it match with the sound low sound. Can.
Okay, so it's not just limited to just major or pentatonic. So that means you can also tune it to minor. Or you can do it diatonic. So that's pretty much like how our modern sape are tuned to now. Yeah, nice. So if it can be played in an ensemble, meaning in a group, right? What kind of instruments back then that the sape that used to accompany the sape in a group that you know?
Yang betul-betul dulu tidak ada lain. Yang saya tahu, some people can play the flute.
Okay.
Sikit-sikit boleh. But macam kawan-kawan yang
certain parts lah.
Yeah.
Okay.
And later on, harmonica can.
Harmonica. Okay.
Oh, you can play nicely.
Nice. And I also noticed the jatong
tang is the best.
It's the best, huh? Dia punya best friend, huh?
Yes.
Okay.
Come the jatong tang. Yes.
I also came to know about the pagang. Can the pagang, the kelabits, the like the bamboo kind of instrument, but that instrument only do like a bass kind of sound, right?
But they can go together.
Yeah. So this fella do the bass and this fella do the rhythm and the solo.
Even the gong, you can add.
Oh, the small gong, even big gongs as well.
Big gong. One time my son was playing with his partner.
Yeah.
They play gong sape. They got first.
Oh, it was a competition?
Yeah. Yes, in Lomamang in 19 what year? The judges were from Braga. We picked from Braga. Yes, can. But depend lah. Bukan not all music tune.
Not
Sapek can.
Not all instruments.
No.
Yeah. So this is something like we, the younger generation, have to try to experiment. Don't bring everything, but pick a few instruments that works with it. Okay. And in terms of taboos, the do's and don'ts, Master, are there any taboos or do's, like the do's and don'ts while playing or before playing the sape? Any rules lah? Any rules? You can only do this. You cannot do this before you play the sape. That you know.
I don't think there's do's and don'ts.
Wanna play lah. Tapi don't play in the morning.
No, okay.
Okay, can
At what time you play? Okay, but jangan masa bertabu-tabu tu.
Don't play during morning time lah. Oh, okay. Sorry, I got it wrongly just now. I thought you said morning. It was morning when somebody passed away.
Yeah. That is when you cannot just play.
Okay, understand.
Yeah.
No rules. Okay, how do you take care of this instrument? Is it sensitive to temperature or pest?
Yeah, that's very important. Actually,
Yeah.
if you play Sape at a very damp place, wet place,
Okay.
the sound tidak bagus,
Not nice?
not nice.
Oh.
If you play during dry weather, you play Sape at noon, the sound different. If you
Okay.
play it at a wet place or
Like by the river?
you sit next to a river or at the river bank,
It may not sound so nice.
kurang.
Okay.
That's all. Yeah.
But in the forest, while it's still hot, it
Can.
sounds nice.
Can. That's better. Yeah, ada effect because of weather.
So the humidity plays an
Ada
important
effect.
role with the wood.
Yes,
wood.
yes.
Okay.
Kayu yang bagus Sape, adau, ini
Belian as well.
belian can.
Yeah.
This kind of merbau can.
Merbau, okay.
This, but people don't do Sape using that one because heavy.
Yeah.
Of course, you can use play, but
But
play
that's a bit soft, right?
soft to soft. Jurutong can also, but it must be matured
Matured wood.
wood. Belian, jerutong. Kalau ada kayu yang sudah tua, bagus.
Are there any special maintenance or servicing needed where you need a professional technician to take care of the sape?
How you take care of it?
Yeah.
Sape ni, do not leave it at an open place outside the house.
Okay.
No good. It can be wet.
Right.
It can be
Hot.
hot.
Uh-huh.
No. It must be at a place where you stay lah.
Yes.
Luar rumah, don't put it. No
Inside
good.
the house better.
Yeah.
Indoor temperature.
Yeah. You're right. Indoor temperature.
And taking care of like our modern sape now, we're using steel strings. It's also a good practice that we adopt, like the guitar taking care techniques, like we oil it, we wipe it, keeping it dry. Those kind of method does apply on the sape as well, right? Can.
But Sape should be maintained, but only the string.
The strings only.
Because if it has been used too long, it has to be checked.
When it's rusty.
Yeah, rusty.
Otherwise, if you play on the rusty string, you will injure yourself as well, right?
Quite the sound, check.
Mm.
Do not get the wood during the what?
Oh, so if you want to,
new moon.
if you want to build a sape,
Don't get the wood during the new moon.
what's a new moon? Like a full moon?
No, bulan masih muda.
Oh.
The porous will come.
Ah. Okay, so they will eat the wood.
Dark moon is better. Bulan gelap. Kalau kamu mau buat sape, tengok bulan yang gelap. But
That's the best time to look for a wood.
yes, wood.
Okay. In terms of career, Master, is it rare to see an individual taking up music full time? And if you're a full-time musician, what are the kind of struggles that you have encountered in the past?
No,
No struggles. And what is your advice to somebody who is very passionate about the sape, and probably somebody not from our culture, passionate about sape and taking this full time?
if you can do that, why not? You have to appreciate.
Appreciate, yeah.
Because you can do it. Like the lead, apa nama satu?
Oh, Led Saufi.
Ah,
Yeah. He's not from our community.
yeah, but we
Yeah. But he has done so
Yeah.
much
we
in
respect that
developing
people. Like Sigurdanis now, he's really making okay.
Jago
When
Dennis.
it's free, we should appreciate that.
Yeah.
And many people bought Sape. And now Sapek become popular almost all the popular many countries in the world.
Yeah. Would you like to share to the younger generation any advice in preserving this art?
For the young people, they should try to be active. They should show their interest in the Sapek. Because actually nowadays, they can learn Sapek because now they have Sapek lesson and they have the Cikgu Ajar. It's very good. And now Sapek is taught with tune and can be recorded. What tune you want to know? You can learn. Dulu mana ada, we have to try to memorize apa tune, how is the string sound. Sekarang you can use what the thing for testing, you know.
Yeah. So
so
basically,
now,
just use whatever resources that you can get in learning the art.
that is a way. I mean, Sapek playing is a way that you can preserve your adat culture. Budaya kita boleh belajar. Jadi ini Sapek pun boleh menghiburkan diri kita, boleh menghiburkan orang ramai. Yes, that's very important. But it also bring what they call unity among the people.
Unity.
Yes.
I'd like to add here on probably just being optimistic. After the emergence of modern music, do you agree? Alright, this is your personal view, Master. Do you agree if I say that after the emergence of modern music, the interest in learning or probably playing the Sapek has declined among younger generation?
But what I see in Kuching,
Yep.
I've been here for about 30 years already.
Yeah.
Sapek is
Gaining popularity.
yeah, gaining popularity. But in the Langhouse, Ulu community is going down
It's declining.
because one thing, they are not what they call
Exposed.
to Sapek.
But in the Ulu,
No. But in the town, they are studying in the town,
right?
and they can meet friends who play Sapek,
Yes.
and they will see people performing in the public
Yes.
using Sapek.
So they get curious
Yes.
and they want to know more about it. So that's where they come together. Right. Before we end, Master, I'd like to ask of your life philosophy. Like, how do you go about life? Or is there a quote that you always hold on to, your principle in life?
You have to respect your parents, firstly. And most importantly, in public, you must respect the leaders. And on top of everything is God. Any achievement you make from people, you have to respect them. And very importantly, don't forget you belong to God.
I believe over the years you have numerous numbers of students that have gone under your wing, that you have taught them how to play the Sape. Maybe you can share a little bit about that encounter and any one of your students that you remember.
Oh, during my time coaching the cultural foundation, quite a number of Imban, Bidayu, Rongolu, learning Sapek, and beside that, there are people from overseas coming, like from Penang, ada. There's one Chinese guy. He said, "My son is very careful. He learned the Sapek from you. Now he's very good." And come another very, very interesting and very achieving type of person to me is Mr. Abhishek. He really get it and he really expand and become more popular with the people in Semenanjung, and even he went overseas. I think his achievement is very great to me because he himself, after learning from me just a little bit, a few hours, and he go back and learn, and he knows how to play, and he can do his own tune, and he can teach people so good. I'm very happy. Like our Cikgu Dennis,
Yeah.
he only learned a little bit from you. So, Uncle, can you teach me how to make Sapek?
How to make Sape?
Can you tell me how to play Sapek? After that, after a few years, he also can really play, and he make a lot of Sapek. Like Mr. Abhishek, oh, very super.
Well, thank you so much for your acknowledgement, for your gratitude on that. I believe as a Sape master, you are very proud with the achievement of all your students
Yes.
all these years. Yeah. All right, ladies and gentlemen, I think I've come to the end of my time with Master Henry, and I'll pass the time to my brother Abhishek to take over. So, brother.
And that was a very nice of you sharing a lot of things, real things, happen in your life, And I would like to thank Anderson for, making this happen, to dig out stories and also, information and a lot of things which is useful for others. I really thank you. And also I would like to thank my master for giving me the opportunity to do this video biography as a tribute to you, as a dedication to you. I'm really thankful for you, for everything you did for me. Though I learned, very short time, it's not like years, but I think you gave the knowledge genuinely, and I received it as you gave. Then that's how it got nurtured, and it really became a blessing for me. So I really very happy, and thank you to you. And I would like to thank my friends here, Mr. Dennison, who is the president of Persatuan Anak Seni Sape Kuching, who accompanied me and helped me to do this interview session, and also Mr. Aaron from Miri, who is around here today, and also to all the Sape friends and the nice people of Sarawak. I'm so happy to be here after a few years, during the pandemic, and I would like to conclude this and thank you so much. And what I would say more, I pay all the my thanks to the Almighty. Thank you, sir. Thank you so much.
I'm very proud to have you as my student playing Sapek last time. And now I'm very proud to see that you come up with your achievement. And I hope there will be somebody coming up again to make it more known to the people of Asia or even to the world.
Thank you, with your blessing. Thank you, sir. Thank you so much. Thank you so much. Okay, so with this we conclude. Thank you for watching, and I hope together we can nurture the arts and music of Malaysia. Thank you very much.